You know what advice men keep getting about loneliness? Join a hobby group. Touch grass. Just get around people. And look, I get it. I understand the idea behind it. But here's the truth. After COVID, after years of isolation, after everything we've been through, most men don't even know what that means anymore. Not in any practical sense. So let me tell you a story that'll show you exactly what I mean. About a year ago, I drove up to visit my friend. We'll call him Joe. We used to be roommates, so we go way back. I stayed at his place and we spent the whole night just talking. Real conversation. The kind men don't get enough of. Now, Joe's really into electronics. Arduino boards, Raspberry Pis, microcontrollers, that whole world. Completely outside my wheelhouse. But he loved it. And he told me he'd been meeting up with this group of electronics guys a few times a week. I thought, good for him. He's getting out there, he's connecting. We talked for hours that night. Not about circuit boards, about life. About where things are headed. The stuff men actually need to talk about. I crashed on his couch. Next morning I wake up and Joe's sitting at the table. He'd made breakfast. But something was off. He looked heavy. Not depressed, just weighed down. And then he said something that absolutely stopped me in my tracks. He said, "Last night, those 4 or 5 hours with you, that was more real connection than I've had in the last 2 years. And I see those electronics guys all the time." Let that sink in. He was doing everything right according to the advice everyone gives. He had a hobby. He was touching grass. He was getting around people. But he wasn't getting connection. Not the kind men actually need. He explained it to me. All their conversations stayed shallow. Everything revolved around electronics, the safe zone. No one talked about beliefs. No one talked about struggle. No one talked about what was really going on inside. Why? Because it was a mixed group. An atheist here, a Christian there, and everyone was walking on eggshells to avoid conflict. So yeah, he was getting out there, but he wasn't getting fed. And that morning he admitted something that hit even harder. My visit, just one night of real conversation, it undermined the confidence he had in what he was doing. It created a conflict inside him. He joined those groups to feel human connection, and he didn't. He felt it with me instead. After that, he started going less and less, started searching for other groups, other hobbies, other communities, looking for something real. But here's what makes it even harder. He'd been burned by the church, so that wasn't a safe place for him either. And like a lot of single men, he felt judged there, because the modern church, even without meaning to, tends to look down on unmarried men. They want you to have a career, a wife, kids, a tithe envelope, a role. Even though one of their greatest leaders, the Apostle Paul, was proudly single. So here's where this all leads. Men need connection, real connection, not hobby groups, not shallow conversations, not touch grass advice, something deeper. And churches, they aren't built for single men right now. They aren't set up to have the conversations men actually need to have. So we need a third space, a place outside the church leadership, not replacing church. I'm not telling anyone to abandon it, but something that fills the hole men are actually living with. And that's what I'm building with you. That's why you're here. The Last Heretic isn't a brand, it's not a building, it's not something you drag into your own groups later. It's a framework, a blueprint, something you can build anywhere, in any city, with the men who actually want depth, honesty, and real connection. You're hearing this because you're the start of that. You're the new leadership. You're the one who will build it. I just haven't given you the full structure yet, but stay with me because it's coming, and you're going to build something real. Stay resilient. More to come.